Okay, welcome back to day 13. Day 13. So the last video I did a couple guys, so I'm going to do a couple women in this one. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to dress them. Yeah, because YouTube, they just trip if you got pictures of naked women, especially if it's just a drawing. Hello, camera. What you having the trouble up there? So yeah, I'm going to dress them. They're going to be like soldiers or something. So I was going to say something else before I said all that. Oh, it's going to go kind of quick so that I can keep the body loose, but you should be able to follow me because I'm not going to go that quick. So let me adjust this camera and we'll get started. And then I have my little, well, anyway, it's a black object so the camera won't go out of focus. So two women. Let me clean my glasses before I even get started. Okay, so something I just thought of. I'm 13 videos in, and I have never asked for a subscriber. So yeah, subscribe. Most people right in the front of the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, blah, blah. My thing is I'm more concerned with drawing. Yes, I want subscribers. I love to have 1,000,000 subscribers, but I just, that's not right. When I do something, it's not like on my mind. And just get, oh, subscribe, which should be. I mean, it's a business. So please subscribe, and then yeah, because I really don't really say that in my videos too much. So two women. So we're gonna put them on the same line. I'm not gonna make them crazy big. And as I say, I'm gonna go kind of fast so that I can keep them loose. Have them loose women. Yeah. All right. So was that a joke, Brian? Okay. So maybe. I'm trying to figure out where I'm gonna put the shoulders. Probably about right here, and maybe right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a triangle system first. So I'm gonna do this. This is gonna be shoulders, and this triangle is gonna be the length of the body, including the legs. This is just the body. So I'm gonna have a little twist. So it's gonna be here to here, and then so the other triangle is gonna go here to here. Where's that triangle at? Like that. That's one way to do it. I'll do the other one a different way, I think. So when doing the triangle, there's a couple ways you can do that, and this is the body because if you live long enough, the old saying about women is, she got a shape like an hourglass. What is an hourglass? I'm young. An hourglass is this. This is an hourglass, right, like that. And you have the wood holding it together, and you have the sand that goes through. And if you watch any science fiction or anime, you know what an hourglass is. So it's basically supposed to be shaped like this. So as I stared at the women, pervert, as I started studying women, I figured out, yeah, it is kind of like that. So I made the triangle system for me. First I did that, and then I think it was like halfway. I didn't have it all the way. And then I tried to make it easier because it's hard to teach where to put the triangle. So center-wise to give it that shape, because each part represented something. I think this represented the crotch. Each part represented something. So then I said, okay, let's just do this and make it easy for everybody. Keep it the same on the same point. So that center line is going to come right down here. Wherever you draw, however you draw that, your two center lines are going to meet, and that's for the twist. So if I twist it, it's going to like this. But you got to have those center lines on these points. So there are three things you can do, 2 or 3 things you can do with this. One is you can have them in a straight line, just like the wood in the hourglass, or the little sides that hold the hourglass together. So that's the hips. Here comes the legs. There's the head, and the cut in here, and have the shoulders. Because the male, if you do the male torso wise, you want the male. I'm gonna get into the torso on the next one. So anyway, you can have this. You can have narrower. That's one of my hard words. Narrower shoulders. I don't know why my tongue won't allow me to say that. Narrower shoulders and wider hips. That could represent more like the schoolgirl, I guess, because the breasts are not developed. Or you can reverse it and just have the wider shoulders and like really narrow hips, like that. So it's 3 ways you can do that. And this usually goes for the front. This is not like side or, really too much into turning. A little bit into turning, but this is mainly the triangle system is mainly for drawing the front. So let's continue. You start out with the triangle and then you kind of shape it up. You shape it up a little bit more to, represent the female figure. So I'm going to cut here and cut here because the shoulders, you don't want the arms coming all the way out. And that's got something to do with this as well, as I was going to say. You want to cut it in like this. And then that room is going to be for the shoulder. The shoulder's not going to be way out here like the guy. So you want to cut it in. That's going to be her shoulders because she doesn't have much. So women don't have much shoulder unless they're bodybuilders. Like that. So you want to keep it slim. So, okay, we got this little twist. And I want to get this leg, this is the hips here. This is like the belt or the waist. The smallest part of the waist, hips, are right in here. And then this is going to be the hips, and then the legs come from there. So since she's turned a little bit, I'm going to bring that leg out. She's not going to have fat legs. And we're going to have one leg going kind of in. Kind of in. I don't want to bring this one in too much. I really don't want her to cross the legs. Kind of like taking a step. And this other leg is going to go back. So this knee is going to be higher or lower. Let's do the step first. Gonna in more. All right, sorry about that little skip that you may have seen because for some reason my screen sharing decided it didn't want to share anymore. So I had to reset the camera again. So go back here like this. So I'm gonna give a little space here. And then this leg is going to come out more. I'm going to drop this knee down more. That's what I was lacking. So this knee is going to go up. This knee is going to go down because it's further out. This one foot is going to be here. This other foot is going to be way down here. Kind of like this. And this is the rough for now. Tilt these shoulders up a little bit. One's going to go down, one's going to go up. So we'll get the head, and that's usually the only time I draw the head, like kind of right away, is when I'm doing women, because I need to figure out the size of her shoulders by the size of her head. So she's turned in, she's got her gun. We got that arm, we're going to have this straight down like this, coming out a little bit more. And she's going to have that gun. Let's put it about right here. And then she's got that up. There's her neck. So her shoulders are going to go down like this. This other arm. So now now to have this. We're going to work on the breast because that's an important part of the female. So it's just a heart, upside down heart. For those who may have tuned in for the very first time, you take that. Here's the neck. What I do is I put it like basically under the chin, the point, and then I'll make a heart. Upside down heart. That's all it is. It's just a heart. Upside down. So then that comes up and that connects right there with the delt. Same thing with there. And you can round it off and split it however you choose to do. And then you would bring this in and then bring it out. That's the breast is kind of down on this one. Because you already have this part here coming in. So that's what that's going to represent. So where it comes in, it goes back out. So it goes in and then it comes back out. And then you just round it off. You round the hips off. That's it. Slim, slender kind of woman. No real lats. And that's when you bring the shoulders down. It's easy once you do this. Keep doing that and practice it. Practice, practice. You get the basic form of the female, and then you can either make it longer or shorter. And once you get the basic form, the rest is pretty easy. You're just kind of doing, you're just chopping it up or adding to it. That's all the rest of it is. And one guy asked me about drawing female arms, and it's basically just a thin arm, just without a lot of muscle. That's all. just the shape. So how am I gonna have this other arm? I don't know. It's gonna be down to the back. Maybe I can have like a knife or something in her hand. Because she's a mean old mama jama. Got the gun and the knife. I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I'll put another gun. So I'm gonna bring this in and down. And she's taking that twist. So the breast, which I almost forgot about again. So under here is just the heart. The center of that line is going to be the center of the heart. So you put the other one there. So if this is twisted, you're going to have more heart over here, more of the lump over here. It's got to go into the shoulder. So you have more here and less here because you won't see it because it's turned away. And of course, again, that goes into the shoulder. And just for the sake of television, let me pencil it. You all know how much I don't like penciling my stuff because I can't see. I've showed you that earlier. But in editing, it's still not quite as bad because you still are able to see it. But me, I can't see it at all. So it's going to be kind of like that, depending on. But the breast on a female is pretty low. It's lower than a man's chest anyway. So what I want to do here is I want to bring her down like that. So I will bring the breast down a little bit more because I'm tilting her down and I'm going to bring that head in. You didn't think that was the final head, did you, Brian? And you can have the breast as round as you want or as flat as you want because it's your character. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that head down. That was just a rough head to just see how wide the shoulders were going to be. Put that pen down for you, mess around and mark on it. And see, now comes the light because I just put it up high, see what happens. Because I use that pencil. So this is going to come here. This is going to come out there. You have the hips, and I have this piece here, and then there. So it's kind of like doing a double V, I guess, because you have that bone right here, and then you have that thigh, the leg, the muscle leg, fat muscle leg, whatever. But you don't have to do the two lumps. You can just do one straight one, like they do in anime, and I think maybe I'll try to do an anime drawing later, sometime in the 30 days, I guess, maybe sometimes in the 30 days. Maybe I will move that leg back a little bit more. We'll see. We'll see because it got to turn so much. But I am going to dress them, so that takes away a lot of pressure. And I say that if you're doing a character that you know they're going to be clothed, then you don't have to get every muscle right. You just have to get the shape right. Time for a new pencil. My eraser's gone. And now I'm just fussing. I'm just kind of fussing. Let's do the other one. So now that I dropped her, I have to drop the other one. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use the letter K on this one. Let me do it first and then I'll show you. So we're going to have here, it's going to be like the length of her. And then we're going to go here and we're going to go here. And that's a reverse K. So doing the letter K, and I'll do the other side. It's like this. It's this, that, and that's more of a front. Like she could be like leaning on one leg. Let's just do this. This is the head. This is the shoulder. Let's just say if she had her hand on her hip, like that, you'd have this and then the hips and then the legs, however you want to put the legs. but that's doing the letter K. You're going to have the front. This is always going to be the back. Shoulder should be here, like that. And since this hip is up, it means it's going to be the balanced leg, the leg that the weight is on. And this leg is down, which is going to be stretched more. So that's usually when I do the K, some type of side kind of position. And of course, you know, you have the breasts. Yeah, so that's the K. So you reverse the K, and usually I put some kind of curve. It's not straight up and down. Reverse the K, and then you have the opposite way. This is the front, and you can tilt the shoulder, tilt the, you know, whatever. Usually it's the opposite. If one is tilted this way, the other's tilted that way. They don't tilt the same way unless I think they're on a hill or something, but I don't think they do. All right, let's eliminate the light. I tilted too much, and then this is gonna go back. It's gotta go back. So it might be too long because the legs are not gonna go past her. So let's bring that up a little bit more. And you want the K. You want this part in the middle of the K. You want that part in the middle of the block space. Huh? Let me show you. So the first shoulder is here. I can do this and I can do this. That could represent the whole body. So in the center of that, I will bring this like that. Then, as I said, I'll usually put the head because I need to know how big the shoulders have to be or the head has to be. So, you know, I'm not doing a man, it's a female. So I need smaller shoulders, narrower shoulders, my hard word to say. This, and you come down here. And I'm going to bring one leg forward a little bit, and then back. And then this one, I'll put it back. And curve this back a little bit more, maybe. We'll see when I add the breast. And then I can either put a gun here, or I could put the gun here. Or I could put the gun up. So many decisions. So let's go ahead and do her center. So this is going to be the center of the house. You got the hips right there, and then this is the breasts are going to come down here. Remember, this is going to go up to the arm, so that's why you don't have a lot of shoulder, because once this curves up, it's got to go right down into the delt. So you're not going to get a whole lot of shoulder space out there. And again, you don't want a muscular arm. You just kind of want a narrow tubish arm. Are you losing it, Brian? You're losing it. And then of course you still have the little mountain here going down. But as I say, I'm going to draw them. Dress them. Minus the legs. You always want your legs uncovered. That's just sex sells. That's all. Sex sells. That's why everybody's superhero in the 80s, the 90s was just as uncovered as they could be. That's all it was. It's just how less clothes can I put on some of these characters? Go back and look at some of these older books. All they have is like little string bikinis like this and this, and little string panties, and they were superheroes. You're gonna go fight out, you know, in little string, little underwear is about like this. Most of the underwear is like this. As nude as I can make you, that's how it was. And then you have the little covering here, and then boom, you put a belt on and some wristbands and something around a choker or something, and then you got a superhero, heroine. And it was a get over, and people actually bought that, and people tried and tried and tried to put as less clothes on them as possible. And then somebody came along and started dressing them in nice costumes. And then so they found out that that was selling. So then they started putting clothes on them. Yeah, comic books in the 80s, 90s. What am I gonna do with this other leg and the arms? Come on, Brian. You don't want to take too long for this. So this is the center. This is the center. So that foot is going to go here. If you bring that leg all the way back, the foot is going to be back here somewhere. And then this is going to stop here and disappear. So she is kind of jacked up as far as position wise. All right, let's play with these arms for a little while. Let's mess up again and get some light on the subject. So there's going to be a shoulder right here, her shoulder right here, not too high up, Brian, and down. The breast is going to be here. The other one's going to be here, going into that shoulder. So here and here, that arm. What did I say I was going to do with that arm? You didn't. So if I put a gun in her hand, it would come up here. And for those people who have trouble drawing guns, just draw the shape first. Don't try to say this is going to be AK-47 or M16 or whatever. Draw your rectangle first, then put your hand where you need to have your hand at. Then you can, once you get that in the right shape, then you can draw the gun, whatever gun you're looking for, or whatever gun you were trying to get. Now, I don't know if I'm going to have her with the gun like this or not. That gun would go under her arm, Brian, wouldn't it? It would. Which means I'd have to tilt it again, tilt it more. No. Up more. So this arm is going to be here. This arm is going to be here. Cylinder, cylinder. And this hand is going to hold the gun. It's going to be holding the gun. The gun is going to be up here at an angle. So the rest of it is going to be down here. This hand could be on her hip. I could put it on her hip and just leave it as is, which is definitely too low. Or I could put another weapon in her hand. And since it's going to be military, I can. Okay, so I have this is the hip. This is the hip right here. Come around. This is going to be the crotch right here. It's going to come up. This leg is going to be here. It's going to be the knee. The other one's going to be back here. And that other foot is going to be here. This foot is going to be here. Give or take. So I'm struggling on this arm. Could have it just down with another gun, with a gun in it. And for the sake of time, I think I would just do that. Just have it down. She's got the one gun. Do I want a knife or do I want another gun? If I do a gun, I would have to balance it or aim it right. So, and this is the part about creating, it's just, if I don't really see it in my head, it takes forever to actually do. Which kills a lot of drawing time or watch time for you guys. All right, let's just leave it at that. Let's just keep that gun here. And so this finger is going to be here. The other ones are going to be here. And around, and that thumb is going to be right about here. I'll fix it in ink. And I'm going to make this gun a little bit longer. So she's got this one, and this one is up. Like that. So this is going to come around. What is that? The handle of the gun. This is going to be the trigger guard, and I need to do those hands because they're wrong. And this is going to be the actual gun there. So let's draw the gun first. Let's draw the gun. Here's the thing that the hands are going to be wrapped around. So you're going to have those knuckles pointed that way. That's why I was wrong. 1, 2, and 3. You still with me, camera? And then the other fourth one here, and then since with that palm, that's got to go out more. Because it's actually in the hand. 1, 2, 3, and the other finger is here. The thumb is going to be like, how's the thumb is going to be like that? Seeing some palm. Correct it in the wash. Trigger guard. Gun, it's going to be longer still. I don't know what type of gun, but it's there. All right, let's work on some detail now. The neck. Because she's got that gun right up there, she could be blowing the smoke from the barrel. She could be, but she's not. Get on that pencil, Brian. Get off that pencil. You have this curving around his leg, which is going to be like shaped like this. Same thing for the other leg. Crotch. Little on the skinny side, but you would see a little more calf over here. Give a little more thigh. Without all the extra, because as I said, it's going to be covered up. Just need the shape, just need a basic shape. Of the figure. Smaller that neck, give it a little more shoulder. That one is fine. So the hard part is going to be dressing them. What am I going to dress them in? They're going to be military, and they're going to be completely military. This one, you're going to have that one finger, but this gun is going to actually cover up all your mistakes. This one is the same thing. You have your what you're holding on to, which is the grip. You have your, remember your knuckles are facing whatever you're pointing at. So you have your 1, 2, a little higher, 3, a little higher, and your 4th one is going to be like the finger, your trigger finger. So that's just going to be like this, just an L like that. That's not an L, Brian, that's a 7 reversed. Upside down L. Come up, and you're going to see the back of the hand. The palm is going to come around it and come like that. And you probably won't see that thumb. I don't think you see that thumb on this one. Yeah, because of the angle. So if that hand is not too big, we're going to go down. Keeping that arm not crazy big. And this part you won't see. This part connects here. And work on the shoulder and this neck. Twist comes out here. Still with me, camera? Let's just say we bring this all the way up. Bring that. Here's this. The neck is going to go into the V, and then that head, I'm going to have her look this way as well. because you know women like to tilt their head. Not shy. What is that word? Yeah, right before they shoot you. I can make her hips a little bigger if I choose. Come in and I can bring that out. So this leg is going to be in, out, close to the knee. I can bring that up more. This is definitely one I'm gonna have to walk away from and come back and see my mistakes. Like these two legs been too close together, possibly. Maybe not. If I have her on heels, that's it. That foot is gonna go up. This one can come down maybe a little bit more, maybe. You always want to give a female longer legs, just extra length in the legs. Make that foot a little smaller. And I shall walk away, come back and see what I can do. I might want to turn that gun out more. Possible. Just because, not too much more, but so I'm going to drop it down. Find your wrist, your hand. The gun is going to be in the hand. And your hand, finger, trigger finger. So these. And you're going to have a thumb. So you're going to have that wrist. Yeah. Hard to see. Palm. Yeah, try turning it upside down. Thumb is going to go around it. This is probably going to go up, out, which is going to be behind the gun. Then you can put the gun in the hand. Which you will not see another finger. One of those things I have to do off camera because, as I say, I don't want to kill your viewing time. I guess I could speed up all of it, but it's easier to just do it off camera. I'm not liking that. So yeah, let me do that off camera. I'm gonna walk away, come back and see what's going on. Okay, so I am back after a long break and dinner. I did kind of touch up a couple things, and I want to pull her foot back just because she's putting her weight on the back foot, but she's leaning the front one. So to try this. Heel. Heel's too much. It's kind of like if she had heels on, it would be a step. Which she will have heels on. And then this one. Okay, let's get some light because of this pencil. Somewhat like that. Trying to distribute the weight. Trying to put the weight on the right part of the leg as best I can. All right, so I'm liking what I have so far. So the next part is just putting something on them that's military-ish. Before I even try to ink it. Military-ish. I don't want that gun under her chin like she's blowing it off. Be in front of her. So, one thing that I'm doing, I'll let you guys know. I am drawing the picture for today. I am downloading the picture from yesterday, downloading and editing, and I'm uploading the picture from the day before. So I'm doing all this by myself. One man army here. I'm just showing you what I'm doing for you guys. Trying to get this 30-day challenge. And the challenge is for me because, as I said, I was getting really kind of like lazy and put back a lot of things. And I still have to work on my comic books. I mean, it's ready to be printed. All I have to do is just answer the email or the mail. And I haven't done that, and it's been ready for probably about 2 weeks now. That's how much stuff I got going on. But enough about that. It's about 30-day drawing challenge right now. And I would probably be better if I had a ruler to do this. Ruler and ink. So yeah, I'll ruler it in ink. So again, let's see what kind of faces we can work out real quick. That would probably have to be in pencil. And pencil requires a light. So I'm gonna put the eyes about right here, right there. Which means the nose would have to go here. And the mouth. Generic female face. So the eyes, this is going to be the brow. Other eye. Is that the brow or is that the eye? Always have a crooked eye. I always do that. I'm going to find some kind of way to measure and keep it right. Well, I know how to measure it, but it just doesn't stay right, put it that way. One is always higher and bigger. I need to just have a month of face drawing. One whole month of face drawing. That chin is just as crooked as you want to be. She's not going to have a square chin. Definitely not going to have a square chin. That eye needs to be opened up. Other than that, that mouth, fix that mouth so you can see it. generic. I might put a mask on her. I might put a hat on her. You never know. Some camouflage face paint. One never knows. Open her eyes up a little bit more. This is why you need something very sharp. Pencil, pen, marker. That's why you ink with a fine tip first. Come back and then use a larger tip to give it some line weight. Her mouth is very crooked, but the more I dig in with the pencil, the greater the chance that when I do ink it, the nib will fall into that one of those lines that I keep digging in the paper with. Chin is covered up, it's right here, turns up. Here's her ear and her head. Yeah, so face done. Hands, this is the front of that butt of that gun, the butt handle. All right, let's just throw some stuff on there so I can get this video done because I don't really have a lot of time. I'm trying to get one per day. So I'm gonna throw in some cargo kind of shorts, do some straps, some belts and guns and stuff on her, and then just be like that. So all this is kind of just made up. Sorry about the light once again. So give her a shirt like this. And a belt thing here. Of course, you gotta have your military pouches. And one of my other videos, I told you how to do pouches. So here too. And as I say, I'm just throwing stuff on here just to be finished with this. Not that I'm tired of it, it's just that it's late. And tomorrow I have to get another one out. Another one out and up. So no dilly-dallying. Shirt, what kind of shirt is going to be? Like a t-shirt, sleeveless shirt. Gotta have some more straps and stuff on her. Let's just work down below real quick. Guns have to go somewhere. Holsters around her leg for guns. A little buckle here and a little thing there. She's gonna have boots on. Get some Batman boots. No, this is military, Brian. Military. So let's give her like a vest. We're gonna cover the breast up. Don't do that. Or somebody said that. And we're going to have the pouches here, the bigger ones. So the straps are going to come down. Need some more pencil. Come off and go around the breast and come down. So is this one. Actually, they should be, they're going to be tucked right up under the breast. So we're going to have split one here. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and one on the side. 2, and one on the side. I really didn't have to go this far. I could have just gave some skin tight clothes on and then YouTube would have been satisfied. The fact that I'm not completely drawing a nude woman. This is going to see, you're going to see some front to this, some side and some front to this. Straps are down here, so you don't see the shirt. What kind of shirt? What kind of shirt? I'm thinking about a torn shirt, but it's military. Like once again, put a strap here, a little pouch here. As I said, once I ink it, you'll see more of the detail. All right, so shirt, wristband, armband. Everybody has an armband. I mean, that's just part of life. And that armband, wristbands as well. Wristbands. This could be like a communicator or something. Wristband. I could put something, strap or something on there, but I'm not. This one, I'm just gonna put some straps around her wrists. Gotta have some kind of shirt again. So we're gonna get the V. The opening is gonna be here and what? Oh, it says a V. This is gonna be like a turtle, not a turtle, what do you call it? A tank top kind of shirt. Which is gonna be covered up with this, and I'll put a little pad over here. Where is it at? It's right here. Little padding here. Put these holes here. To show that you can put stuff on there. And that's all for her. I'll do her guns. And she needs shoes. She needs some kind of high heel military boots, Brian. Let's do something with these pants. Yeah, so there you go. Belt strap, all that's subject to change. Anyway, and let's say her belly button is about right here. Shoes and what? Shoes and hair. And a lot of times people ask me to do female hair. I've had that request several times. And my answer to that would be find you a fashion magazine that has hair, or a hairstyling magazine, because hairstyles change so quickly. So it's not about drawing hair, because you're not drawing hair like this. It's about the shape of the hair. So if you have a head like this, how is the hair shaped? I mean, do you want like afro, or you want long wavy hair, you want curly hair? But it's basically how you want the hair on the head. Draw like solid pieces first, like that, and then go from there. So like if that's her hair down over her eyes, then you might say, okay, I want a little separate piece here, and I want to bring this up and this up. You don't have to do every strand. This comes up, maybe this goes underneath like that, and this comes out from there and goes down. This one follows. This one takes its own little course. Just a few lines, and then you have your hair. But it's basically just the shape that you want the hair to take when it's on the head, like that. And then how poofy do you want it? Okay, this can go behind the ear. How poofy do you want the hair? Is there a part in the hair? Is there a part on the side? Or is there a part in the middle? How high is the hair sticking up? How long is the hair? And as I say, once you get your shape, you can put some dimensions to it, like just a few lines. 1, 2, 3, that's good. Curves here, curves there. We have a second one that curves up here, curves up there. Maybe a third one that curves here and there. And then you're starting to develop hair. So this one can go, this one comes over. So it can go back, this one can go back, this one can go back, and you have some under here. 1, 2, maybe 3, follow that. Then you can put some more back here. And since this one goes there, these are separate. And then you start to develop hair. Get a face on this thing, Brian. This is why my tutorials are so long, because I keep not changing the subject, but I keep going, I keep showing you guys stuff, which is what a teacher's supposed to do. He's supposed to show you as much as he can. And there you have a woman, and she's got nice hair, and her neck is going to be here somewhere. And you might want some more sprigs of hair. Just okay, I want one right here, one right there. Don't try not to overdo it. Maybe one that comes down, curls here. This one can curl up under here. Maybe get some more, what do you call it, sideburns. There's one piece right there, and then just a couple more sprigs there. And then you have hair. So don't think you have to like, okay, this is the hair. It's like this. You have a woman looking like a scarecrow, okay? Just get your shape. So I want this kind of shape here, and I want it to flow all the way down here. How do you want it to break? Do you want it to just be cut like that? Do you want it to be just, in pieces like that? And remember, and then you don't want every hair going the same direction. You want to have some come up, maybe go behind some lines, some go in a totally different direction. Some more hair could be behind this, group of hair. It could come out down here. So, you can have this. This is a hair here, hair there, hair everywhere. So yeah, don't sweat the thing. Just find out your shapes, add a few direction lines, keep going. I mean, if you're bold enough, you can add like some shadow. Okay, so this is gonna be shadow. This is gonna be way shadowed under here. It's gonna be shadow here, here. I should be doing a hair tutorial. I'm not doing my thing, Brian. You don't have time. Some shadow up in here, a lot of shadow here, and a whole lot of shadow in the back. So yeah, now you know how to do hair. I wish I knew how to do hair on these girls. These are military girls. So what? I don't know about the boots yet. I'll figure that out. And I don't know what kind of gun. Glock. Turtleneck. Because she hardcore. She's serious. Short sleeves. She hardcore. She's serious. She's going to have a couple wristbands. Because she hardcore, she's serious. Each band separate. Or I could connect them like this. Just have the little piece that connects each one of them. But she hardcore. T-shirt coming down. Is it going to be flared out and tucked into the pants? Or is it going to be body, what do you call that? Body fitting, forming pants? I could give her jeans or give her some shorts. She could have some, what is the yoga shorts on or something. That's not military. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But you got to have the little straps. Got to have the straps. Military women always have it. Am I going to cover her breast up too? Why not? You've seen them, so. All right, she's going to have a communicator here too. She got the communicator on her wrist. Communicate with the base. T-shirt, short sleeve, tight T-shirts. How tight? Really tight, because there's the lines here, lines across the chest, lines under the chest, and it's here. So we have the lines right here and going down the stomach. But still, she's gonna be strapped. Maybe I'm thinking about giving her like a backpack or something, and then just strap it down here. Maybe some ordnance or some junk inside the backpack. I don't know yet. Backpack would go around here. She could be the communications officer. Oh, don't have to be an officer. She could be a communications grunt. So since I didn't put those straps in there, but might as well just put a little backpack on her some way, somehow. Here, comes down here. It's going to be round. Go across her back. It's going to be strapped on the side here. So it's going to go over here. Come down. It's got to come down here, probably behind that breast. This one goes across it, which it should have came behind, under that arm. It's not too late. Because that breast is going to kind of push it away. Get it on camera, Brian. Get it on camera. Slide your chair over. Hook it up. Be the radio officer. She'll be strapped all the way around with belts or with straps, period. The big ones too. That one's gonna be up, so this is gonna be a little shorter. And just give her one on this side, just kind of like, don't make it all uniform. So I'm going to drop that belt down a little bit. This could be the top of her pants, whatever kind of pants she's going to have on. So because this is not straight on, the little pouch is going to come to the side, leaving this room right here. Same thing for this one. This is going to come more to the side, leaving a little more opening. And this one's going to be way to the side. Way to the side, you're just going to see the side like that. And that's when you just see a serious profile. So throwing that belt in there, it's got to be hooked here. And let's get a little teeny disconnect point. Pants. And let's just do this. Get some. More kind of like jeanish. And she could have the, where is it? Why am I throwing this all around? She could have more, everything is running away. It's because it's late, it is late. She could have the, what's her name? Tomb Raider girl. Lara Croft kind of shorts on. Still military. It could be Congo type military. Congo. So would she have like those kind of socks on? boots. Boots going to be high heel. Of course they're going to be high heel, Brian. What kind of world is this? Because this is my drawing and I am tired. It's late. So yeah, she's going to have those Outback boots, kind of with the Outback socks on. And when I ink it, it'll be a lot better. Once I figure out how to put some hair on them, or what style I want to put on them. Maybe give one short, one long, both short, leave them bald, put a little tattoo on her head. She from straight out of Wakanda. Just do something, Brian. As I said, get a fashion magazine or what is style or something like that. See what style is trending right now. Because I tend to do the same hair shape. I'm not gonna say hairstyle, hair shape. Bring this out more. And I don't like this. It could be bangs. It could be whatever. This could go around like that. That will come around like this. And then you have the bangs here in the middle. Maybe. And because she got that much hair, you give her a ponytail. Is she looking Laura Croft-ish? Laura Croft-ish. I don't like the ponytails, so I'm going to give her the little things that I started. Looking more like this. Behind the ear. This one's behind the face. And then she's going to have these little things. It's my drawing. Yeah. And let's erase her head. Get the bigger picture. Get the bigger picture. And this one can have, I don't know, scream it out, people, scream it out. I don't know. So we have long, untamed hair. Covers her eyes. Kind of got that wet look, I guess. I can't say. Short. It's going to be short, so it's going to be kind of a bobby kind of come around the front like this, because she's got that backpack, so it's going to hit that backpack, so it's going to be kind of like that. And then there's her neck, so you can't see the rest. Like that. So if nothing else, let's just ink their face and hair. Speed ink, of course. That's how we do it. Make sure I got my good writing pen. All right, I guess this is the one. All right, speed ink. We'll see what we got. Checking it all out before I end this day, because this was a long video. This is, as I say, this is like the second day. It should have never been. I just put too much into it. I know she don't have black lips, black lipstick, because she's blonde hair with the open lipstick mouth type of thing, and just put a little clip down in here, which no one will ever see or know, because that's how I roll. All right, stop fidgeting around. So that's going to be it. Cut the light out before I make my exit. This is going to be day, what is this, day 13, I believe? Or 14, I believe. I don't know. Maybe not even that much. It'll show up here. So this day is over, and I will see you guys tomorrow.